Ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest podcast on earth! Step right up and experience the magnificence that is the Two Ring Circus podcast. You'll gasp, you'll laugh, and you'll be amazed at what comes next.
Amazing.
Don't worry about the smell. It's just the stars of our show, Tom Italiano.
Okay.
And Matt Bradshaw.
Hello.
Hello!
Welcome.
It's seamless.
Oh my gosh. How fun.
Are we here, are we?
We're here. We're
The
here.
countdown still says 20 seconds
I
to
know.
go.
I don't know what's going on. You said 1:15.
Yeah.
Yeah. We needed to be 45. Good times. Having fun.
No, not good times. Good
Bad timings.
Bad timings.
Bad timings. How are you, sir?
I'm well, man. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm just going to share that to my Dom Italiano page. Maybe, if I can work out how to do it. We're at my house.
Yes.
Yeah. You've come down to Geelong to...
Find a house that's got some power in it.
Oh, yeah, your power's out.
My power's out.
Nah.
They warned me.
Gah!
They warned me.
Did they warn you?
Yeah, they're going to be... Yeah, it was good. So, here I am. But they told me it was going to be out from 8 o'clock, and I tell you what, bang on 8 o'clock, bang. Done.
Do you reckon someone was going
100%, dude.
touring circus style, like we just did?
Well,
the
no,
time- with
because
the timer?
they got it.
They got it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, that's the mouse I've heard so much of in the last...
Oh,
2 months.
I thought you meant you could hear it during the podcast. When I'm doing my lives.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What?
You can actually hear me clicking all the time?
Fuck yes.
Oh, it's so frustrating. So sorry.
Did you not know?
Oh, no. Hi, Taylor.
I got some dog on me.
Dog on you. Get some dog on you.
Oh, no, in fairness, you actually can't see the dog I've got on me. The dog I can see
Oh,
on the
no.
screen
It's
is
actually on the
it's
screen.
a cum stain.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it is. Yeah.
No? Okay. All right. You don't have to explain yourself to me, mate.
No, I mean, if you look at yourself on that, maybe. Oh, my gosh. Can't believe I just said that.
Oh, God.
I know. What else I'm going to do? I'm going to press record on this.
What does that mean?
Oh, it hasn't been recording. That's all right. We've got video. Why are we so far apart when we're allowed to be together?
Are we allowed to be?
I don't know. Are we?
Well, we better be if we're going to... So Sweden admits they got it wrong?
Oh, what did they get wrong?
The coronavirus thing.
I think they just let everyone go about doing their business,
Yeah.
and then people got sick and died.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Really interesting to me. They certainly put some rules in place. They didn't allow gatherings over 50.
Yeah.
Although how that factors into, they just let bars and clubs and beaches go on as normal.
Yep.
What are you listening to? Football.
Yeah.
Fuck
Just
it.
checking the scores of sport that doesn't exist anymore.
with fake crowd noise.
Hi, Renee. Hi, Lorraine. How you going?
Oh, you know. Asthma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
So Sweden got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anyone got it right? I mean, I think
Well-
Australia and New Zealand have done pretty well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know we've discussed on here that a huge amount of our success, in inverted commas, is due to just our geographical lack of proximity.
Yes.
But Sweden is like right up at the top of the worst performing countries through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Their economy is as fucked as everyone else's is.
Yep.
But they're getting hundreds of new cases a day. Yeah.
Right.
It's just wild. So, but they made a decision in January that they wouldn't do anything unless it was like evidence based, and there was no evidence.
Yeah.
And like other countries said, well, the worst case scenario could be, so we're going to work towards that, and we'll do our contingencies on this is the worst it could be. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, tricky.
It's a little country.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, don't know how they come back from that. I mean, you look at somewhere like... Are you waving to Cinderella?
Yeah, and Annette.
G'day, Annette. Annette's my new friend from Tasmania.
Oh, hi, new friend from Tasmania.
She's a DJ in Lonnie.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would know how we're feeling.
Launceston.
Yes.
Yes.
Launceston?
No, fuck Launceston. Not fuck Launceston. The pronunciation thereof.
Yeah, well, pronunciation, whatever you want. I'm going to Launceston when this is all over.
You'll be run out of town on a rail.
Launceston. Yeah, poor old Sweden. Oh, did you hear the other day after the riots in the US there were 19,000 new cases?
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Far out.
Yes, there will be. It'll be interesting to see.
Far out.
Interesting how quickly it became protests to riots. As well.
Yeah.
I mean, because it was still.
Let me ask you this question. Actually, now that I'm saying far out,
Yeah.
what if that's not true?
Well, yeah, that's very true. That's very true. What if it's not true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the protests into riots just... I'm very careful about expressing opinions about... I'm not very careful about expressing opinions about things I don't know anything about. That's part of my charm. But certainly when it comes to race relations in a place like America,
Yeah.
where I've never lived and
Yeah.
have no... And is so massive geographically with different areas and different, like, really polarized political leanings and all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't dare to try to pass any sort of commentary on what happens there. But yes, from a completely abstract perspective, the idea that a protest morphs into looting just seems so anathema to the cause. Like, and I get it, because people are, and particularly now, people are fucking out of work and they're...
Yeah. It's what do they call it? It's a perfect storm of a whole bunch of extreme, life circumstances. Yeah, where people have been terrified about getting sick, and they've been cooped up in their homes, and then they've lost their jobs.
And sometimes the only way to fix these problems is to get a big screen TV for free.
For free. Yeah.
Jinx.
Yeah, really. And I agree with you. Well, maybe it's something I don't really want to talk about.
Really sounded like you were going to say, I agree with you. Actually, maybe I don't.
No, just I mean, I find it... Okay, I don't write political music either. I just feel like I don't know how other people live. Like, I know you really, really well, right? But I don't really know how you live because I don't live with you and I'm not you. And what would I know about your lived experience? Like, fucking nothing. So...
Must not read the comments. It's like when we do our live streams.
You can read the comments.
Look at these two gypsies.
At least you can pronounce gypsies properly. I was like, what's a gypsy?
Oh,
gypsy.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. You don't know how I live. And if you did, I wouldn't be here now. You wouldn't have me in your house.
And so, what you're saying before about... about people in another country, it's really fascinating to me as well that people I live in a country with not that many people. I don't know how anyone else lives in my country. I mean, I have a little bit of an idea of you and you and you and you and you, and Dave Howard clearly lives like a gypsy, or at least knows how gypsies live.
Yeah, he does.
But there is something about it where it's just like I just don't feel... I feel barely competent enough to comment on my own life. And
well,
so
if you
what I'm doing right now is commenting on how other people feel it's okay to comment on other people's lives.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like the commentary you see in on Facebook, but certainly on sites like Reddit and things like that, they are people who are barely competent to comment on their own lives, commenting on other people's lives. That's what those platforms are built on.
Hi, Sonia.
Isn't it amazing to think that Western Australia is at the head of something? After all this time, living in 1974, and now they're opening up bars for live music. Look at me. Give it with one hand, and I didn't even give it with one hand. I took it with one hand, and I took it away with the other.
Do you know what? Just keep your things in your one hand to yourself.
I can't. Sometimes I need to both hands.
Well, at least currently, both of our hands.
Why are we so angry?
It's like we're in
I'm covering up my Corona belly. What are you
It's like
doing?
we're in a footy photo shoot.
You don't need to do that.
No, I'm fat enough.
No, come on. Look at that. What's that? Fucking roundabout.
It's right. What that is pain, actually.
Oh.
From chainsawing all day yesterday. I have my left forearm is in agony, and my right bicep from doing this. It's hilarious.
How long did you chainsaw?
Just
Sounds like a weird riddle.
about this one.
There you go.
Okay, very good. I think I got there about 11. I left about 5:30, and I think
Jeez
probably
Louise. Okay.
4.5 hours of chainsawing. And then loading the trailer.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had a couple of smokos. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cold snacks?
No, we didn't eat.
No,
I took a thermos.
Cold snacks.
Oh, you want some?
That's a beer.
What?
A cold snack's a beer.
Is it really?
It is now.
That's good. I like
Yeah,
it.
so I started following this new guy on YouTube because, Rav Thomas refers basically to my life as the dichotomy that is Matt Bradshaw. Like when I had longer hair, and when we were touring, he found a
Renee's comment. Can you warn us before you get the measuring tape out, please? It's a tape measure in this house.
where I was on the plane reading a Wheels magazine, and then I opened up my bag and there was a hair straightener in there. He said, what the fuck is going on here? So, yeah.
Surely that's more of a commentary on Rav Thomas than it is you.
Probably. But, I'm a car guy. And so I watch a lot of, whereas your YouTube feed would be filled with, how do I make this camera work with this piece of gear?
Yep.
And look at this country
guitar
artist
pedals
that no one's ever heard of. Mine is, I found a 68 GMC pickup truck in a field.
And I'm going to rebuild it.
Yeah, I'm going to drag it out of here. And I've got 4 hours before the sun's going to set, so we've got to get it out of here now. And he's fucking great, and I love him.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it is. It's great. So I've watched a lot of him lately. And he refers to beers as cold snacks, and so I've taken him up the mantle because it's really good.
Do you want a cold snack?
Yeah, of course I do.
Do you want to talk to the folks while I go
No,
get
come
your
on.
cold
You're
snack?
not. Well, I'm not going to have one by myself.
I don't have to go anywhere today.
Let's have a cold snack.
It's Celebration Day.
Oh well, okay. You go out
All right,
there.
I'll go get some cold snacks. Do you want some actual snacks too?
Nah.
Okay.
We're not going to sit here and eat on camera. I've already spoken about my Corona belly.
Clearly, everyone knows I eat. Look at me. It was awful. Yesterday, I started my little morning. Dom sings his own songs to a handful of wonderful people. That's what I call the show in my head. And I started it
Rolls
with
off the tongue.
a song that I recorded in January, the start of January, and it's like, even since January, I've fattened up like a Christmas turkey.
Oh
my God.
A video.
Yeah, I put the video on. I was like, holy fuck, that was only I think in my brain I went, that was only 3 months ago. No, January was not 3 months ago. Anyway, I'll go get some cold snacks.
All right, and I'll talk about your release of the Hurt Party.
Oh, well, talk about why it took me so long.
What, to do the album?
No, to release it a year after it was done.
Oh, I can't talk about that. I have no opinion on that. He's laughing out there. Stop listening to me. I've got things to say. There's not even a copy of the album I can show you, which seems ridiculous that there should be one that I can hold up to the camera. But there isn't. So Dom, probably a lot of you who are watching are aware, but some of you might not be, depending on where you've come from.
I'm listening now, careful.
Hello, mate. Has recorded what I think is probably so far, and only so far, the pinnacle of his recording career.
Oh, here he is.
G'day, mate.
Really cute.
Entering Mordor.
I'm reading The Hobbit at the moment.
Are you?
Not right now. That would be
man.
rude.
I don't know, you wanted to eat on camera a minute ago. So you recorded this album at End of Road Studios.
Yeah,
I sang on it.
you did.
I don't know what songs. Every time I hear one, I think I message Jones. Did I sing on this one? No.
What's funny is
that wasn't you.
You message me when it's a song that isn't on that record.
I know, but I've sung on stuff with you before, for you before,
Yeah.
haven't I?
Yes.
Haven't I?
Yes. You sung on
So shut your face.
Easy Way Out.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Ah, for fuck.
I remember.
Remember when I asked you if I
Leanne,
sang
you can
on?
have a wine.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, yeah.
These beers were free
What?
for you.
Ah.
Called free.
We're not sponsored.
We could be.
I want to be sponsored by Cambridge.
Yeah. We should be sponsored. As in, like... As Alcoholics Anonymous. Could you please move to Lara so we can do this every day? Every day at
Every
lunch.
day?
We should do it every day at lunch. We would just have some cold snacks. And it's far more popular than my morning show.
The morning show.
The morning show. We could do the morning show.
Could he?
Yeah.
Would you do your radio announcer voice though?
Yes, welcome everybody. Here we are to the Dom Italiano and Matt Bradshaw morning show.
Well, then I'm not going to do it.
Oh, well, I can do a different radio voice.
Go on.
All right, everybody.
What radio station's that?
Oh,
It's local, isn't it?
yeah. It's called Local FM. Good times.
Anyway, Dom recorded this album. I think the songs are incredible. I think the performances are amazing, and I think it sounds beautiful. I sang on it. Have I mentioned that? Whatever. That's not the real point. Oh yeah, hey, wait. We're going to come back to the actual point of the thing. You wrote an album, you recorded it, it got released today. But we'll come back to that.
Okay.
What's the song that I sang on? That's right.
You got an eyelash. Still got one. Want to make a wish?
I just made a wish. I wish someone would take that eyelash off my fucking face.
What am I going to do with it? We are so not socially distancing.
It's just don't touch your own face. You're allowed to touch other people's faces.
Oh, cool.
So, what's the song that's on the Hurt Party that's got those... this is riveting. Those ooh backing vocals that you made me sing that, like, were... because when I heard you sing Only You... Only You...
Yeah.
Ooh, it's got... I hear the other vocals in there.
Yes.
What's the song that's on the Hurt Party that isn't like Only You, but has those sorts of things that I thought was the one I sang on?
I don't know.
Good.
I'd have to listen to it.
All right. So why did it take so long for you to release the record?
Okay, it took so long because we were all kind of ready.
Bye, Sonia.
See you, son. Have a good day. Oh, is it open?
Hey!
Oh, is it on Spotify? Because
There you go.
It wasn't five bloody minutes
No,
ago.
we shut it down and then we reopened it, but we forgot to check. Oh, we didn't reopen it.
Well, I'm reopening it now, and hopefully the computer doesn't crash. Cool.
Good on you, Renee. You know some stuff.
She does. Oh, actually, don't play that. Imagine if it just did. It took so long because life is a bit troublesome, and right about when we were gearing up to release it, Kat and I got pregnant. And then were not anymore. And that, what was really, if I can be dead honest about it, we just thought we were just going to have a baby.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we got pregnant. It was all exciting. And it's like, all right, keep it to ourselves. Keep it. And then you go for a scan and it's like, oh, you're not going to have one. It's like, we just didn't even think about it. That was going to be something that happened. And then so it was like, okay, well, we're going to cancel that thing. And then what do we do? And, well, we were thinking of moving house. And it's like, okay, so it just became... That project just got completely dropped, and it was like rebuild our... It was very much a subconscious we'll move house, we'll go kind of... I really think it was like we'll just leave the place where this happened and start again. And then by the time I was at all ready to release the record again, it was like November. And I was like, well, I can't do that. I don't have time to do that before Christmas. And then I went to Tamworth because I knew I was going to go and do that. And I was like, well, that's kind of about a month and I'm not going to be around in Melbourne. So we'll just have to do it some other time. And then we started recording the Anywheres record. It was like, her party's never coming out.
Yeah.
Unless we just pick a date and do it. So that's why.
I mean, you had hard copies that you'd sent to a lot of people who had backed it on Kickstarter, Patreon.
Patreon. No,
the other
Possible.
one. Thank you.
Yes.
Couldn't get there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Also not sponsored, so fuck them.
the good
name
thing,
wrong if I want to.
The good thing about that was that what I learnt from the previous one I did was that you don't really know who your audience is when you're kind of a nobody. And then if you do oh look, it's up! Hooray! Thanks, Renee.
Cold snacks for all.
But if you do a crowdfunding thing, then instantly you know who your audience is. It's those, you know who you're making it for, and it's awesome too when you get to open it up and you go, oh, look at all these people that helped make this. And you don't. I guess it's a little bit like looking.
I helped a lot, but there still weren't enough solos. So
yeah. So I don't tend to write songs and guitar solos. I would if I was the guitarist in a band, but I happen to be the singer as well, and you can't do everything.
Keith Urban?
Yeah, but he has a band. Well, I don't. Oh, that's my tummy. My tummy doesn't have a band. It wants to be one, though.
What's happened? Why are you so gurgly today?
Well, I haven't eaten other than coffee and beer. Neither of you.
No, of course not.
Okay.
No. I had a chocolate milk on the way here.
Thank you, Sue. I just read your comment. That's very kind. I appreciate that. And Dale, I'm glad you like the port.
Good port.
Good port.
Yeah, you have to do another record because you've still got more left.
I don't have much.
Oh, well, fuck it then.
Yeah. Oh, no. We might have a barrel of different port. We've got a barrel of different port, yeah.
What? Huh?
Bottled later. Barreled later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same place, though?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all right, then. Sure, it'll be fun.
Be good.
I should have brought you empty bottles down for you to refill. Hey, Dom, take these.
Have you've been to Italy, haven't you?
I have.
So, for those who haven't been to Italy, but you may know this anyway, for those who haven't, but if you want to get wine from the local shop, you just take your empty bottle, and they've got the big vat in there, and they just bloody great.
I'm saying yes, like because I believe you, but I didn't see that.
Oh no?
No.
Oh, you were weren't really you were in Rome and Amalfi Coast.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Agropoli, which I feel like would have been the sort of place that would have happened.
You might have. They probably would have, but not maybe in the town square.
That's so Australian. Agropoli.
Agropoli.
Which was one of my favourite places certainly in Italy.
Yeah.
I think I spat all over you then.
That's all right.
Sorry. Social distancing
wiped
doesn't
your
count
face
when
before.
you actually spit on people. Sorry. Just my Aussie charm. You know. All right. I was going to go one lube joke too far. All right. Agropoli was one of my favourite places.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, certainly in Italy, but possibly in Europe. Like, it was just Becky and Sam and Sarah and I just had the best time down there. And we were only in Agropoli overnight. But we got there in time to see the town during the day and then be out in the town square. Like, just everything you would imagine about a seaside, tiny, so not a resort, a seaside town.
Little village.
In a beautiful, sunny coastline part of Europe. I don't know how many people would live in this town, but
1,000. Yeah, not much more
Yeah,
than
so
that.
little. But you go in and the town square is... In fact, it looked a little bit like you kind of... Up from the town square, which is up on the hillside, you look down and it's like looking down the main street of like Phillip Island or Byron Bay or something like that. And because it was summertime, like the sun was still setting at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And the town square is teeming with people, and there's alfresco restaurants everywhere, and the kids are out, and it was just really, really magical little town. And we had a ball there. It's great food, stupidly good food.
Was it hard to cycle up that hill?
Oh, all right, Kate Bush.
Cycle up that hill. Hey, Annette Trelaw wants to know how long we've been friends for.
20 years,
Okay.
just about.
It's interesting how different people have different answers.
Oh, really? How long have we been friends?
I was going to be like, I was going to say, we're not friends.
Ah,
Yeah, but we're great actors. We're like Nick Nolte and Julia Roberts.
You saying I got a big mouth? Fuck you.
No, I would say you smell and you're hairy.
Oh, am I Nick
You're
Nolte?
Nick Nolte in this show. Just because you have a hair straightener.
By the way,
Yeah.
I would never have picked you as Julia Roberts and me as Nick Nolte.
Damn.
Sorry, pretty woman. I'm blowing it out of the water for you.
Oh, well.
You've also, I mean...
Here
what?
we go. Didn't go anywhere.
No, you've got the gruffy... The gruffy.
I love Nick Nolte, and in the last 15 years, he's been in a lot of really enjoyable films and played a role which I've really liked. But I haven't been able to understand a single word he has said.
He's so... It's wild.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's like Tom Waits took acting lessons.
Tom Waits is an actor. He's been in films.
No, but it's like he took acting
Oh, right,
lessons.
cool. But Tom Waits doesn't speak like that as much. He sings more.
He sings like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, but he doesn't really speak like that. Yeah, yeah.
Does anyone know who Tom Waits is? You're all too young.
Maybe.
All of you.
We're the Thelma and Louise of the Melbourne music scene.
Great.
Yeah.
Who's going to drive the convertible? Oh, that'd be me. I'm the car guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Does that make me Thelma or Louise?
I don't know.
Who takes it over the cliff?
Jesus. God. We're not that close.
That's how you get the sheep to push back.
More lube jokes.
Nah, not for sheep. What?
Careful, there's a lot of dollars worth of gear here that I don't want to spit beer on again.
There's coffee on your keyboard.
There is coffee. on
Not
the
a
table.
euphemism.
That's blood, actually.
Oh, jeez Louise.
No, it's coffee.
Was that one of those days when you said you were going to burn your house down because your gear wouldn't work?
Oh, my God. Yes. It's actually really funny. I never thought I would be... no. You realise you're turning into your dad when you walk into your workspace and there are 2 to 5 empty cups of coffee just around the space. See, my old man's work, at his work shed.
Yeah.
You can literally go into my dad's shed probably once a month, right, and pick up 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee you just put down somewhere.
Wow.
And then finished his job, and then the next day, he's brought another one in, and he's walking. I can just see my dad do it, like come and put the coffee down, do his thing, fix whatever it is, blah blah blah, and then go off, and then come back and pick up the cup, and then take it somewhere else. Because Dad's different to me. He can drink a cold cup of coffee 5 hours after he's made it. I cannot drink.
No, it's gross.
But he can. But quite funny. In the
I could only wish that I would turn into my dad, because if that had happened to me, my workspace would be pristine, and if I needed something, I would know exactly where to find it, because the last time I used it, I would have put it back where it came from. I've never, of all the good habits I've picked up from my parents, that is what I haven't managed to. And you're the same as that. Like, and particularly with what we, not just this, but with everything we do. Like when you're in the middle of a recording project or whatever, not just this live streaming thing. You need the thing. You need the connection. You need the lead. You need the whatever. to do it right there and then. So you scramble through and you find everything, and then there's all the shit that you had to take out to get the thing you needed stays exactly where it is. What are you doing? Don't touch me.
Yeah, like I needed a USB thing the other day.
Yeah.
And then I found it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't quite long enough, so I threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
And I'll go through once a week and tidy it all up.
Yeah.
At the back. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad would never do that.
He would put it back straight away.
Oh, yeah, and his tools are always just perfectly... like, everything's just...
Yeah.
And it's really admirable. In an annoying sort of... Dad, for fuck's sake!
Does your dad do... how do I phrase this? Does your dad do dirty, messy work? In the sense of, he's got the tools. So, like, yesterday we were out and we were chainsawing. So, by 5 o'clock, I was just... If you lit a cigarette near me, I would have just lit up. I was covered in oil and petrol. I was literally, a 2-stroke motor last night. Covered in sawdust, just
By
filthy.
the way, that's my new nickname for you and the name of this episode.
2-stroke motor.
2-stroke motor.
And I think that so much of what my dad does at home, on the farm, it's filthy, filthy work.
Mm.
And there's a little bit of like, well, I could clean this up, but I haven't really finished the job yet. And I cleaned it up today. I'll spend 45 minutes cleaning it tomorrow. And so we had the chains, like the chains are still covered and stuff. And he's like, you know what? You could clean it right at the end of today, but I'm using this tomorrow and work.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I reckon my dad would probably clean it at the end of the day and then use it again tomorrow. And I 100% would not. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Dad's very, very practical and super smart. So, like a real electronic brain.
So's mine.
No. But Dad would do finicky electronic things. And he'd just build stuff for the hell of it kind of thing. But, like, big practical as well, like carpentry and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool.
But I've never seen him chainsaw anything. Yeah. And my dad's not a big, burly Welshman like yours.
It's true. I have to tell you yesterday. So my man's been known to do, what you would say was there'd be risky things, with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Like stand on a ladder, one-handed chainsaw, and try to cut a tree down.
Yeah, that's how I do shit.
Yeah.
My dad would fucking kill me.
Yeah, well, yeah. So yesterday I've got the chainsaw, and I haven't done a lot of chainsawing in my life. So he's like, we'll just cut these things up. And he goes, you just hold it, and I'll feed it through. So it was like I was holding the chainsaw like this, and he was going, super duper efficient.
Yeah.
But a little bit scary.
Yeah,
a little bit scary, and just like, okay, all right, whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're both careful and whatnot.
It
wasn't reckless, but it was just a little bit, yes, okay.
Chainsaws are an instrument of death. They are a thing where you would like to be the one that is in sole control of what's going on.
Yeah, and I've had enough experience doing jobs with my dad to go, I don't want to be the party holding the thing.
You don't want to be the hurt party, certainly.
Certainly don't want to be the hurt party. G'day, Renee. How you going?
This is empty.
Oh, well, luckily I brought more. And bought more.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. The thing I love about they heard that.
Good.
Renee's ex-husband is an arborist, and he had some mega chainsaws. I bet he did.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Dad's got a few of different size.
Has he really?
Yeah.
A few.
Yeah. He's got 2 chainsaws and another couple of kind of Mum chimed in. There was once an excellent
I'm conscious of
visual
us both having our arms folded.
Visual experience for people watching, but just crazy. So there was a tree limb that had kind of, in the wind had kind of snapped and was hanging there, and really precarious and dangerous. And so there was no way you could actually climb up and, get it unless you hired an arborist. And he shot it down.
The fuck?
Yeah. And, shot it, and like it hit the fucking thing, and then it fell down. Like it was brilliant.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How am I going to get that? Hang on. That's why I've got a gun.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like it
turns
wasn't.
out your dad is Nick Nolte, not you.
It wasn't. I mean, Mum just said he's
Yeah.
he's reckless.
And
It was like, oh,
proverbial
everyone
bull in a
stand
china
back.
shop.
You know, we're going to be safe about this, but this is a really tricky situation.
Are we going to be safe about this?
Yeah.
What sort of gun?
Oh, just a little BB gun.
Shut up.
Not a BB gun.
No, like actually, what sort of gun? Like not a shotgun.
Like a 22. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Have you done much shooting?
No. I've none.
Have you never shot a gun?
I don't believe I've ever shot a gun. Like
Yeah, right.
a real gun. I might. No, I mean, like I think I've, you know,
Yeah, Nerf guns don't count.
at a fairground type thing.
Okay.
No, I've not. I should get my license just because I do help out at the farm.
Yeah, right.
And I guess there's going to be a time when a dog attacks a sheep, and that's the thing to do. Both to the sheep and the dog.
Oh, jeez.
No, there's it is. I would say.
Oh, the Renee's just chatting. Oh, I need an arborist. Where are you? See, this is good.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, that's what it should be. I love it.
It is. It is Renee Chambers' ex-husband. He's the arborist. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not an ex-arborist.
True.
Yeah.
True. But I don't know what to say.
You are the... I am the arborist.
That was the first draft. Yeah.
I couldn't think of...
When you are the arborist, I'm the fireman. Perfect, actually.
I mean, I've heard that song about 457 times, but I still couldn't get the lyrics enough in my head to be able to do a parody of it. What a clown.
We can play it now. No, we won't.
That song should have been called The Arborist.
It's funny. I was explaining to
You are the rotting stump. I am the arborist. Lyrical genius.
You're a good rewriter.
Thanks, man.
I was talking to the person doing publicity.
Oh, okay. No, good. Definitely ex. I think we've...
Yeah, ex-husband. I'm not giving that.
Good Lord. That escalated way more swiftly than I thought it was going to. Oh, Lord.
Hey, Renee De Guerra, I know an arborist too, if you want one.
Is that how you pronounce her name?
Oh, De Guerra or De Guerra?
I don't know.
De Guerra.
Yeah, Agropoly.
Oh, yeah, Acropolis. More rollings of R's. So, do you know why the Hurt Party is called the Hurt Party?
Yes.
Yes. Do you guys know why the Hurt Party is called the Hurt Party? And do you want to know? Because if you want to know, I'll tell you. Because I told the publicist person the other day, and she thought it was effing hilarious.
Really?
She's like, this is really funny. And I was like, I think it's funny too.
Oh, I don't think it's funny.
Oh, okay. Still no one wants to hear it.
No, that's not what... That's not what... Oh, no, that's the pronunciation of her name.
Oh, De Guerra?
Yeah, none of those.
No, still no, not again.
Can you... Okay, before you go on to
Yes.
the story of the Hurt Party...
No one wants to hear it.
Can you read... No, that's not what she's saying.
Okay.
Can you read phonetics? Not can you read phonetically, but where you look at... Like, where you... Actually,
Oh, in a dictionary.
yeah, like...
No.
I've heard that, like, often it happens with politicians' names, where I've heard them, because I follow American politics fairly closely, certainly more closely than I do Australian politics, because it's way more interesting.
Well, it's way easier to follow.
But I hear names of people. Oh no, actually, it happened here as well. Gladys Berejiklian.
Yeah.
And when I saw her name, it's like, oh, wow. Wow, there's a lot of consonants in a row in that. Ah. So sometimes
It's
you
rare.
hear words, and I've used words because I know what they mean, but then when I actually don't know how to spell them sometimes because I see them, it's like, that's not the word I mean.
Yeah.
And I can't read the phonetics.
Right. Yes.
The backwards C and the
Yeah.
thing and the blah.
I purchased when I was at Melbourne Uni in the 1990s. I purchased a book on phonetics and phonology from the campus bookstore.
Phonology?
Yeah.
Not phrenology.
Not phrenology, phonology.
Phonics.
Yeah. And what is funny about it is because they do speech therapy at Melbourne Uni, and so it's one of the textbooks, and I'm fascinated in almost everything because I don't understand almost everything, and my singing teacher offered to buy it off me because he thought it was a waste of my money. He goes, "This is a waste of your money. You're a student." It was a $100 book. It was like $97, something like that. This is a waste of your money as a student. You're never going to use any of this stuff. I was like, I've read most of it, and you're right. I don't understand any of it, but it's interesting. So I have a textbook there. If you would like to
learn how to read. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah, I have a stupid amount of textbooks for someone who doesn't have the degrees in which you would use those textbooks.
The thing that confuses me the most about reading phonetics is... No, it's not. It's not a Shaggy Dog story. It's just a story. Is why the weird written symbols and commas and slashes and fucking party and bullshit is harder to read than the word. Like, just, if you're going to have a code to teach someone how to pronounce a word, make the code logical and
No.
Nah.
You need to read the textbook. It does make sense.
Hurt Putty.
Yeah, the Hurt Party. So, there is a book. It is called Why Won't You Apologise?
Don't talk to me, talk to them.
There's a book called Why Won't You Apologise?
I'll sit there and have cold snacks.
And I was reading it, and as I do sometimes, I got it on audiobook as well. And so it's effectively a psychologist has written this book about people who have had something done to them and they feel like they're owed an apology, but they're not getting the apology because the person who has done the thing either won't apologise or doesn't agree that they have anything to apologise for. So then the person who has been aggrieved has to work out how to process this. If only we had the dictionary with us. And of course, if you've ever, if someone's ever broken up with you, and
Buttons!
they're just buttons in front of Matt that he's gonna unbutton that.
Okay.
Not that.
That's already unbuttoned. I unbuttoned that when I came through the door.
Yeah, if anyone's ever done something to you and you wanted an apology but weren't getting it, you still have to process the whole situation. Otherwise, it eats at your stuff. And so, in the book, the aggrieved person is referred to throughout the whole book as the hurt party. And once I heard that, I was just like, all I could think of was a bunch of musos sitting around, like, with their original songs, like, you know, having a hurt party. And then I thought, well, that's exactly what a record is. Like, particularly if it's a record of my songs. It's all the songs getting together, having themselves a little hurt party. So that's why I decided to name it the Hurt Party. And I thought, fuck, I can get balloons. Hurt Party balloons.
And you did.
I did. Still got some. And so now you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks, dudes. Put your mittens back on, Matt. He's trying to tell a story. There's going to be a punchline.
Is that what she means?
No. Just being
What does
silly.
she mean?
I don't know what she means.
Oh,
I can't even say her name properly. Sorry, Renee.
Have I ever told you the story about...
Yes!
Good night.
Interrupting Calhoun.
About why it's important to get people's names correct?
Please tell me the story.
No, have I told you though?
No, actually you haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, years ago, when I was at school, so many, many years ago, Don't look knowingly at the fucking camera. What a jerk.
I know. Sorry.
The school I was at was quite multicultural. We don't use that word anymore because we're one big melting pot.
Ethnically diverse? Diverse.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that word.
Yeah.
Not ethnically.
But I don't
diverse.
think I think people of a certain vintage still talk about Australia being a multicultural society, but I don't think it's a word millennials use.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, so I had a lot of friends who were Indian and Chinese. No Japanese.
They had no reason to leave Japan. Everything was going good.
Yeah, good
there.
point.
Yeah.
Good point. And one of my friends' name was Shankari Chandrasegaram. And before she was a good friend of mine, before I learned how to say her name, I had to speak in front of the assembly and give awards and all that sort of party and bullshit. So I pronounced her name. I'm reading the thing, and the award for blah 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 goes to thing.
Gladys
and then
Berger.
you know,
Yeah.
Shankari Chandrasekhar something.
You did it.
I did,
Oh, that's good.
and it got a laugh.
Yeah.
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 And the principal took me aside afterwards.
Yeah.
And fucking gave me a right bollocking.
Yeah, fair. Like funny, but also
Yeah. And I hadn't thought of it, and I hadn't thought of how kind of. Well, it's disrespectful. And the reason I actually bring this up now is not so much about Renee and how to pronounce her surname, even though we've the three of us have been friends with Renee for years and years and years.
Yeah.
I've never heard her say her surname.
No.
That's the perfect example.
Yeah.
So write that phonetically, you fucking dictionary bullshit thing.
Yeah, that's
Move
hard.
on.
The other thing is it's hard because I know a DeGuerra. I know someone else. And that's how they say
Well,
it.
you only know one,
Yeah.
it turns out.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we can't hear her say it.
No, that's right.
Renee, can you send us a quick message, like through
that's good.
Facebook,
Yeah, that's
to
good.
say this is how you say my name, and we will get it, and we will be able to listen to it and work it out.
So the reason...
Unless you've already switched, unless you're like, that's it, fuck these guys.
Fuckers.
Yeah.
Know me for years. You don't know how to say my name.
My sister's name.
What if she
is
just...
Jelena.
What if she sends a message and says, it's Renee? DeGuara. But isn't that what you said ages ago?
I had said that once.
Oh.
Yes, but I
She was
I
too
did,
busy typing nope at that
Yeah,
point.
I was pronouncing it multiple ways just to try and do a catch-all scenario.
Okay. I mean, I feel like Deg-Wara still might not be...
Yeah, you would.
Like, are we just saying Deg-Wara?
No, I don't think
What
you
if it's
say
not?
a hyphen.
So, a new, I'm going to say fan, presented themselves on my live stream last night.
What? You said presented. My imagination went wild.
No, not presented. Yeah, so a new name turned up on the stream last night.
Lovely.
And so this story about pronouncing people's names correctly is fresh in my mind. And I made reference to it last night. Her name was Shontia. So Chontia.
CHO. Yeah, okay. No, I think that makes sense.
And that was the first thing I came up with. But it's like, when you see someone's name written down, it's like, okay, but is it Shonsha?
Yeah.
Is it Chontia? Yeah. It turned out I was right the first time. But that stuff's important. It's important to get people's names right. It's important to if you can, to remember people's names. You know, you're at a hurt party and you meet people.
Sometimes it's not a hurt party until you get someone's name wrong.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's like that's the primary thing by which we identify ourselves to other people, aside from our behaviour and our demeanour. Like when we meet someone for the first time, hi, I'm Matt.
Yeah.
So to give someone the respect of remembering that is like, and pronouncing it properly.
You are fortunate that your name is Matt.
Yes.
Well, in the sense of there's not a lot of ambiguity about How you would spell it and how you would pronounce it.
No, I get nat a lot.
Nat?
Yeah.
What?
That's why I don't say, well, if I go to Starbucks, I'll either say Matthew or Jebediah. Because it's just
You can't, yeah.
easier. Because if I say Matt, they say Nat, and then
Yeah.
and then I don't.
Nat, I can't believe this. Well, that's interesting. I always introduce myself as Dominic,
Yeah,
so that then everyone can say, "Oh, Dom,"
yeah.
and I go, "Yes," because if I introduce myself as Dom, then everyone remembers me as Tom for their forever after. And of course, there's no one called Dominic, so if I say Dominic, they can't be confused.
Put mittens on kids when they're scratching themselves or playing with a thing they shouldn't.
Oh,
What was I doing?
was you unbuttoned?
Was that what it was?
I think so.
Did I grab my crutch without realising?
No, I think it was just. Luckily, it's not on camera.
No.
I mean, or not luckily. I don't know. Like, you know.
I checked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Um.
This was a good idea.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
didn't know we were going to go live today.
You
but
should
it's-
totally move to Lara, and then we can do
Dude,
this all the
it's
time.
so far.
No, it's only far from where you live now. It's not far from where we used to go to work.
It's far from where my significant small people are, though.
They can come too. You can
Jesus.
afford to buy a big enough house here.
Could I?
3 months ago, you could have.
Was it expensive here now?
No, you were working 3 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I had to buy a new computer, so now I can't afford to do anything. Thank God you gave me beer.
You'll feel better about your purchase.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll go and do that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Hey, what is it? Well, I always get Lisa, and then hang on. Lisa isn't even close to Stacey.
Wow!
Yeah.
The thing I get, particularly if I'm ringing, if I speak to a receptionist before I speak to the real person.
Yeah. Great.
Good. Sorry about that. I think you understand what I mean. It's good. I will say it's Matt Bradshaw here. I'm ringing to speak with blah blah blah, and I'm going to say 80% of the time that person says, "No worries, Brad. I'll get them for you,"
Yeah, cool.
because they only hear Bradshaw.
Yeah, right.
Is that a good name? Shall I change before I start putting stuff on after a 25-year career in music? Shall I start putting my name up as Bradshaw?
No.
Is it too late?
Yeah, no. Do whatever you want.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So look for me on Spotify, folks. Bradshaw.
Hang on. Is there someone already?
There's a Matt Bradshaw.
Is there? Yes, there is a Matt Bradshaw. I've listened to that person.
He's very country.
Well, he is.
What do you mean you've listened to him?
He's on Spotify.
Yeah, why have you listened to him?
Because I'm inquisitive.
What, just about...
Pony Bradshaw.
What?
There's a guy called Pony Bradshaw.
Fuck off, pony. What a dick.
Yeah, get back on your horse and ride out of town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like make like a leaf and get the tree out of here.
Kathy, how are you?
Who's Kathy?
Kathy is a singer-songwriter person who I have yet to meet properly, but also has a hillet.
True.
Yeah, we have exchanged stories.
Where does Kathy live?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Victoria.
Right, yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
all I meant. I didn't know if she was a Tamworthian or a
Well,
or
she
a-
doesn't live up
or
there,
a
but she's certainly...
Nashvilleian.
Yeah. No, she's
You know,
also,
you've done a lot of stuff.
Oh, certainly not that much.
What?
I don't know.
You've been to Nashville?
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a tourist. I haven't been there as a musician.
Oh,
Yeah.
good talk.
I feel like here's a question for you.
Go on, ask me a question.
Narry South. Kathy lives near you.
Oh, hey.
I get
I was
called-
just, do you know, I went to Krispy Kreme the other day.
Yeah, right. Fountain Gate? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
cool.
Narry Warren.
Yeah, brilliant.
Is
Okay.
Fountain Gate Narry Warren?
I believe so.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, so why would you question me?
Rebecca gets called other names
God, I thought...
that were popular with her age, right?
I really thought that Catherine Hart was Catherine Hart, and I thought she was messaging us to let us know her name was Catherine.
So, for everyone, my partner, Catherine, is Catherine with a C as well. And everybody who texts me, when I get messages say, love to you and Cat, everyone says Cat with a K. No one ever says Cat with a C. Even people who have met her and see her pop up on the feed all the time. Still, it's just in their default.
Yeah, right.
To do Cat with a K. Yeah. So, Catherine Ha. 2 A's.
What are you laughing about?
Ha.
Geometry.
Kathy. Yeah, Kathy's a thing as well.
Kathy. I would never think to call you.
No, she was Kathy when she was a kid, like a little kid.
Yeah.
And then she started rebelling against it, like as a early.
Did you ever get Carty?
Carty?
Yeah, I my next door neighbour's name was Catherine, and
But
she
was
used to get Carty
Yeah, but was she
with a C.
No,
Go on.
was she ethnic?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
she was skip as man.
All right, there you go.
Much like my explanation of her ethnicity.
Skip ass.
Hey, Rebecca Thomas.
Hey, Mark Pegan.
It's funny that Rebecca should chime in at exactly the time we're talking about my having gone to Krispy Kreme. Because I went to Krispy Kreme to get my 21-year-old goddaughter hot dogs? Donuts. Why is that so difficult? Donuts.
Well, donuts go in. Hot dogs go in donuts.
Okay, good. Don't you dare.
She's old enough to know these things
Stop,
now.
don't even fucking start.
I know, it's awful.
Yes, it's awful. So I went to the Krispy Kreme shop factory for the first time in, it turns out, a really long time, because I walked in and hooray! And I like a half dozen seems like a reasonable number of, maybe not a
6?
Yeah.
6 does not seem like a reasonable amount of donuts.
Go on, how many is reasonable?
24.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
So you can buy...
By the way, 24. Anyone who's about to type 48, fuck you.
So you can buy 12,
Yeah.
or you can buy 4,
Yes.
or you can buy 1.
Yes.
Yeah. And I said, can I help you? So I thought you'd be able to get 6. And she said, oh, we haven't done 6 for 4 or 5 years. I said, well, it's obviously been 4 or 5 years since I've been here. So, okay.
Well, at least you look like it's been 4 or 5 years since I've been there. I look like it's been 4 or 5 minutes since I've been there.
She said, and then, because she wanted to help me, she said, you could get a 4-pack and then 2 more.
Wow.
Thank you. This, I said to her, is why you've been working behind the counter at a Krispy.
Oh!
No, I didn't.
She was solving your problem.
She was solving my problem.
That's the ultimate in customer service.
There's no way I could have done that for myself. Anyway, what I actually said was, oh, you're right. I can do that. Yeah, like it was,
Can I tell you a similar story?
I haven't finished.
Oh. Well, it might not be similar then. You finish and I'll let you know if it's similar.
I tried to get a free donut.
How does one get a free donut?
By saying, well, I haven't been here for years, obviously, but the last time I was here, the original glazed donuts were just coming off the production line. So they were fresh and hot, and the girl behind the counter said, do you want one of those? For free? And I said, yes, I do. And so she gave it to me, and I bit into it, and it was warm and soft, like just off the thing. And there was like a velvet rope behind me.
This sounds more like a dream
no,
than a reality.
It was a fucking dream, but it was real. And I bit into it, and I fell back against the velvet rope because it was the most
It was a fuck in the mouth.
ridiculous thing I've ever put that just soft and warm and dissolvey and oh my god. And she said, that's nice. And so I left with my 6 donuts. I didn't get another free one.
Well, that's reasonable.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Do you think she saw through my ruse?
No, what I mean is like you left. I thought you were still telling the story about the first free donut, and so you got a free donut. But you didn't get a second one.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get a second one the other day.
Yeah.
On the back of my tremendous story.
Well, I do think it's a tremendous story. And the reason why I never got a free product from my story that I'm about to tell you is because I went to an Italian shop and they don't give you free fucking anything. Ever. So we were going to my brother's for dinner on Sunday evening, and I thought I should take something for dessert. So we were already in Melbourne, so I went to Brunetti's, and the look that I was given by the young lady that served me when I asked for 7 small cannoli, please, she was like, 7? She just, the look on her face like, who buys 7? And like, in the sense of, maybe I was buying 1 for each person that was going to be there, which is what I was doing.
Yeah.
Oh no, she was like, she's looking at me like, for a good 3 or 4 seconds when I said, can I have 7 of the small chocolate cannoli? And she went, sure.
What the?
It was really, really funny.
Sure.
And I actually said to her, I go, are you okay? Was there a glitch in the Matrix?
Are you okay?
And she went, oh, yeah. I'm okay. Is there anything else? I said, actually, there is something else. But we'll put those in a separate packet. And then she went, oh, okay. Because I wanted to take those 7.
Yeah,
but
you did.
I wanted some fucking snacks for the drive home. So I wanted a different pack.
Cannoli snacks. Like cold snacks.
No, I didn't get...
But,
no,
cream filled.
I just got almondy biscuits for the ride.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. You can't see the nuts in them.
Oh, Dad, what?
Oh,
Oh.
I've ruined everything. That's it. All right, everyone. Salada biscuits.
Nuts on.
There wasn't nuts on them.
Yeah, I don't.
I
I don't rate Italian desserts. I'm not a big dessert guy. I don't really like dessert that
All right.
much.
Look, as evidenced by the current video footage that everyone is watching, I'm the dessert guy. You are the cold snacks guy. Yeah. Full on attractively snort laughing here in the staff room.
Good.
Oh, that's good. See, you should come and move to Lara. We do this every day and we'll make Renee laugh.
Rebecca's the main reason I wouldn't move to Lara.
But she can come too.
There's beach where I live.
There's beach here. Avalon Beach is awful, but it's close.
I don't go to a beach that's covered in jet fuel. I presume that's what the problem is.
Not at the moment.
No, good point.
No, it's not really. It's called Avalon Beach, but it's not a beach.
Great. Yeah. I even knew that Altona Beach was so beautiful. No?
No.
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 Is it not?
It's not beautiful.
Isn't it?
No. It's,
Good talk.
you know, for...
No, tiramisu can get fucked.
What?
I fucking hate it. What's tiramisu but like an Italian trifle? Just fucking...
Do you know, I said something to my mum the other day.
Fucking just... Why just put all your leftover shit in a fucking glass container and say, here, enjoy this. Here's all the shit we didn't eat last night. It's got some fucking... alcohol. That's alcohol. That's me pouring alcohol
That's
in
not
it.
how I pour alcohol.
No.
I pour it like this.
Yeah, I know. No, tiramisu. Dumb. You can go past Gold Coast beaches. Yes. And I have many times. No, Gold Coast. They're okay. Frankston Beach is
Here's
tremendous.
Here's the thing. If you don't go and do something...
Thank God Sonia's not here to tell us how good West Australian beaches are.
No,
'Cause they
if you
really are.
If you don't go somewhere 5 days a week, you don't need to live near it. You don't need to live near it. See, if you don't see Becky 5 days a week, you don't need to live near her, right? But if we were to work together like this every 5 days a week, then the only reason we can't do this every day is because you don't fucking live near me. Mm-hmm. See? So what did Renee say?
She told you to kick me out. Tiramisu is not great, Renee. You're lovely, but...
No, tiramisu is great. I'm not a huge fan.
Is tiramisu the one that you make
Oh
with
my
those stupid
God.
biscuits? Oh my
Oh
God.
God, fucking hell, mate. You don't even fucking know what you're talking
No,
about.
the fucking... The
What's
weird...
it- what's you, the fucking reverse Smurf hat on?
Tiramisu is the one you make with dog biscuits, isn't it?
Dog biscuits?
Dog
They're
biscuits.
sponge fingers.
They're fucking dog
They're
biscuits.
the best, those things.
They're not.
What are they not as good as?
anything in the world. They're not as good as tuberculosis.
What?
That's right.
You'd rather have tuberculosis
Than a fucking tiramisu dog biscuit.
All right.
Which is the name of my new album.
Isn't Dog Biscuit the name of my record?
Oh, is it?
Now what was that? What was that?
Don't touch me.
There was. Or was it Keanu Reeves' band?
Oh, Dogstar.
Dog Biscuit? That's where they went wrong. That would have been way more popular.
That's my
They would have had people hounding them at the gates.
Ah, good.
Very good.
Good. Howling for a hit.
Very good. Mark up, wrong tree.
Just before you cut it down.
Okay, so, all right. Dessert aficionado.
No, I'm not. I don't like them.
All right.
I don't care about desserts.
Okay, so if you don't like desserts,
yeah,
as a general principle, right?
Well, they've got to be really
Your
good for me to like.
opinions are relevant.
No, they've got to, like, bake...
Hang on, they've got to be really good.
Oh, Annette, God bless you, but Tassie Beach, just stop. No one's going to the beach in Tasmania.
The Tassie Beach is as good as North Wales beaches.
Yes.
Just slate.
No.
Oh,
they're
got
sandy
sand.
and lovely.
Oh,
yeah. No, they're not like European beaches that are just dumb.
Yeah.
No, but cold? Far
No, it's
out.
like I like a cold beach. The only time I go to the beach is in winter. It's lovely and violent and like moody.
Fuck.
Whereas like
that.
who wants to go out in the fucking hot day and lie on a beach, you bloody weirdos? You're a lie in the sun kind of person, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, so your opinion on desserts is irrelevant.
Because I lie in the sun.
Yes.
That's a weird extrapolation.
Yeah. They need to engineer one of these viruses, right, to change your mind about lying.
Wow.
No, not to get rid of you. No, to be like having you.
It's some sort of weird dessert-based genocide.
He likes. Yeah, you're right, Renee. He does like Krispy Kreme.
Do you know? I didn't really enjoy the ones we had the other night.
What
Cookies and cream.
What kind of dessert?
Caramel. Jam filled.
No, it's too much stuff. No, you gotta have just the plain old donut.
The plain ones were the best.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I believe this about all food. Simple as possible. Let the taste of the thing that you are eating be the thing that you eat.
Sure.
Whatever that means.
There was a tiramisu donut. Oh, for fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Stop messing with stuff.
Keep messing with stuff, everyone.
Chewy caramel Tim Tams and stop there. That's it. What happened there?
Chewy caramel. It's a terrible impression of Chewy.
It's like, I thought you were having an attack of some kind.
Well, it was not more of it was more of an alert than an attack. Hey, did you hear this latest thing?
Oh God.
Completely unrelated. Before we're not friends anymore about dessert. There is a suburb of Geelong called Bellpost Hill, and the council is proposing to change the name of Bellpost Hill because of Bellpost Hill's racist past. In the sense that there's historical documents saying that there used to be a bell on the hill, right, and that it used to ring when because Geelong was settled by white settlers as squatters. So it wasn't like a settlement. It was like people moved down here and they chased the indigenous people off the land. So they reckon there was a bell on top of the hill that whenever the indigenous people come nearby, they would ring it, and so they battle stations.
Fuck me.
But there's also tons of documents about it was also if a ship came and docked, it was the mail, or if your nana was coming to visit from Melbourne, they would come across on a boat, and then they would ring the bell, and you'd go, all right, well, we better go down to the port. This is back when it was just like sand, and a ship would come and dock. And, but the council is full on going, because, it's in the...
because we're woke.
Yeah, so they want to change the name of the suburb, because the name of the suburb is really interesting.
It's quite remarkable.
Yeah.
Because how deeply do you have to go to have any... I'm going to use the word understanding loosely. Any understanding that is the history of the name of the place? Like,
But also, I mean, also anything that's got a name of anything anywhere.
yeah,
You know, what did Rome used to be called before it was Rome? You know, what was London before it was London? You know, like
Londinium.
What you've watched that show too?
No.
Have you watched
What?
that show?
No.
Oh, you just knew.
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't just know.
What was Rome called?
Well, I don't know. But
Oh.
my point is, like, everything's got a name to someone unless it doesn't have a name. But, like, it's a little bit back, like, you know, somewhere in our history, everyone who's alive today, we
Yeah.
all have murderers and rapists and pillagers in our history.
Oh,
all of
dear.
us. Like, you know, no one's got a perfect past.
Yeah, my distant family on my mother's side, the Berricks were
Hang on, how do you spell this?
exactly the same way as the suburb.
Berwick.
Yeah.
Good. How does it look phonetically?
I have no idea. But certainly I've been asked that by a customer service representative, you know, what's your mother's maiden name? You know, I need to ascertain that you... They didn't say ascertain. I need to make sure who you are. What's your mother's maiden name? Berwick. And they've said, how do you spell that? How do you think I spell it? I mean, I got the B and the E and the R correct in your brain. What do you reckon the rest of it is? Do you think I just randomly picked a fucking mother's maiden name out of... And, oh, it's really close, but it's not spelt the same way as I think it might be, you fucking... And that's why you're working behind the counter of a... That's what happened.
I see.
I said, can I get a free donut? And she said, what's your mother's maiden name?
Oh. Like, unrelated. I had to go, as I have to do at least 5 times a week, I went to JCar today. And JCar, as useful as all the little random gadgets they have in that place, their customer service is, well, generally wanting. And, you know, so there was like 5 of us waiting to be served, and there was no line, there was no place to queue because they had their displays everywhere, like they do. And they didn't have enough people serving. This guy just goes, threw a $100 note on the bench and just went, I'm sick of waiting. I'm out of here. And they wouldn't let him go. So they stopped serving the 2 people.
Oh, good.
There's 2 people getting served, right? Both of them stopped serving the 2 people, right? Because this guy just thrown everything into fucking chaos, right? But then what happened is like, no, you can't just take that. We need to, right? And he's like, all right, well, I just gotta go. He goes, just what's your postcode? So just that stupid thing they do with every fucking transaction these days, because they want to know where people travel from, right? So he wanted to get out of there, and they wouldn't let him leave because they wanted his postcode for their stupid little fucking survey in there.
What?
Oh my god! I mean, that's why they're working at JCar.
See?
That's your story. Harry Berwick.
I love that you've endorsed it.
Your mother's maiden. Is that the whole story?
Yeah, no, there must be more. Berwick.
Yeah, about the violent history.
Border raiders and horse thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I've ever been told. My mum
Sure.
told me that. Someone and no one in my immediate family would possibly be interested in knowing what our history was. But someone in my immediate family obviously was, because they told mum. No, okay, that story doesn't hold up. Yeah, but there's got to be more to. Border raiders. Like it's a, yeah. That feels like code. That feels like a phonetic code for rape.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and horse thieves. That also feels like.
But isn't it interesting? I mean, maybe this isn't interesting at all.
Maybe it is.
But I mean, I don't know if we're even anyone's still here. But how quickly what we imagine a civilized society can turn into chaos and mayhem. We've seen what's happening in America, and how people who go about their day almost their entire lives doing nothing like, you know, border raiding and stealing horses, but then, you know, grab themselves a brick and take themselves a TV.
Yep.
And it's a little bit like it's like the gateway drug kind of thing. It's like, well, you know, having a drink during the day then becomes, you know, then it's not that far to becoming an alcoholic. Yeah, it's it's quite interesting how quickly, a society can devolve into chaos and mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, clearly we're not that far away from it. I mean, we're far away in Australia. Distance-wise.
We are.
Distance-wise.
We are, and just politically, societally, politically, we are far away from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the protests we see here, even when they get violent, they're not that level. I mean, I know we had the the Cronulla riots all those years ago. That was. Am I right in thinking that was about as bad as it's gotten in our recent history?
Yeah. But look, we just have...
And that was awful, and it was racially motivated,
Yeah.
which is interesting as well. Just those hallmarks. Like,
I just think that once you kind of go, once you 20 times the population of Australia, then the complexity is just so beyond comprehension.
And the rules don't scale accordingly.
No.
Like they just can't.
Well, it's exponential too.
Yeah.
Like it goes way beyond. Yeah, tricky.
Water
Catherine and Sue are
is
still
done.
here. That's good. Hey, this is really fun. We should do this all the time.
All right.
Like every day.
Okay, I can't afford to drive all this way.
That's my point. I've got a spare room. Cat, can Matt move in?
Can Matt move in?
Remember the days?
When we used to live together?
No, but not the sort of thing when you say, Mum, can Matt stay over? Like, can Ivan come over Friday night? No. Did you check with his mother?
My mum, this is another ancient...
Actually, ask your mum if she can come and stay.
ancient relic from my brain that stays with me as well. I would... Like, if I had a mate over, it would generally be Andrew. Andrew Hill was my best mate in high school. He would be at my house, and then I would ask Mum, while he was standing next to me, can Andrew stay? Can he stay tonight? Can he stay for dinner and all that sort of thing? And if Mum wanted to say no, she was in a position where she couldn't say no without looking like a dick. Yeah. And so she hauled me up one day and said, you can't do that. You can't.
Oh, right.
In front of the person, you can't ask me if it's okay with me if they stay or not, because that only leaves me the option to say yes.
My brother had his best mate, his high school best mate, and primary school actually, best mate, would ring up Friday night. Hey Therese, how are you? Yeah, good. I won't say who it was, just in case. It's embarrassing.
I got a friend of mine whose name is Just In Case, by the way.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I wrote a song called Just in Case.
Really?
Yeah.
Send it to him.
Yeah. It's not about him.
Okay.
Oh, hey Therese. How are you? Yeah, good. How are you? You're good. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? Like, I know. Just pizza and potato gems. It's like, Mom, can I go to Alex's house tonight?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, well, if Therese is okay, Therese, can I come for dinner?
Wow.
And then his mum would bring him over.
Great.
But he would check, what's for dinner? Because if it was, lasagna, he'd be like, meh. But if it was something...
Too ethnic.
Something fun.
Fuck that.
It was very, very cute.
Pizza and potato gems? Yes. Lasagna? Matt says too ethnic.
Too ethnic.
What?
Well,
Surely.
if
Aren't
you...
they from the same place?
Pizza and potato gems?
Well, not potato gems.
No. Mate, potato gems are
What?
just little mini hash browns.
I
love them.
I don't like hash browns.
But what about potato gems?
I love potato gems.
Yes, because they're little mini hash browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hash browns are too big.
They're too big.
Yes. Although I do like hash browns. I'll have a hash brown.
They're
any day of the week.
always greasy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
What do you mean?
I don't like greasy.
Don't mind it.
Can we go? I've got to go and buy a new computer.
Come on, then. I'm not keeping it here. I'm keeping you guys here, though.
How many cold snacks have you had?
One and a bit. Half.
Finish that one.
Okay. Do you need another one?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
obviously.
Hey, everyone. This has been super duper fun. Can you believe we've done 150 of those other things, and now we've got a whole new system. Whole new world.
Huh.
Yeah. Which one would you be in that?
I'd be Aladdin.
I'd be the carpet.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. right, we're gonna go.
God.
So Salada biscuits. This has been super duper fun. Do we
Pronounced Aladdin. Go on.
Aladdin? Isn't it? It's Aladdin.
No.
Yeah, there's 2 D's, isn't there?
Aladdin.
I am actually going to turn this thing off now.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for calling in on your way to buy a new computer. What are you going to buy next week in Geelong that you need to come by and do this
Come
again?
on, dude. I won't be able to afford to buy anything else in Geelong or drive here to come and buy it. No.
Can everyone tonight,
Oh, don't you dare.
on Sunday, throw Matt some
Don't
tips?
be a dick. Don't
throw
be a
Matt
dick.
some tips so we can
Don't-
come back
don't
here next
even-
week to do this.
It's not even a little bit funny.
It is funny. All right. wrong tip jar. It's been fun watching you dorks.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks heaps, Renee. It's kind.
No, that's her name for me. She hasn't enjoyed watching you. See you guys. Have a great day. It's been super duper fun, and we'll see you again next week sometime.
What were you looking at?
Just over here.
What were you looking
No,
at?
just leaning in for your opinion.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Go closer.
Petrol money, mittens. We need mittens. Go fund me, TRC Travel Fund.
I don't need any mittens.
Matty Bright didn't even know you were here.
No. G'day, mate.
How are you, mate?
Oh, 157 hours of power tonight from 4 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Slider biscuits. They can still hear us, though.
Can they?
Yeah.
Turn them off, quickly.
Oh, hang on. How?
Turn them off.
Okay.